Show, the place where you can go for everything you need to know, from the head to toe. The king of
All right, everyone. I am so excited to be back in the studio. All right, everyone. This is a brand new episode of the C. Allen Morning Show. Listen here, guys. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. I tell you this morning. Well, first, I did receive all of the emails. Yes, all of the wonderful emails from our listeners who said how much they really missed me. Yes, I do appreciate you so much. If you're just tuning in, this is the C. Allen Morning Show. It's all about beauty, fashion, entertainment. My name is yours truly, C. Allen Bennett of the Bennett Career Institute and the C. Allen Salons and Spas here in the Washington metropolitan area. When I tell you I've been gone 2 weeks, as you know. I tell you, I ran into some clients on last week, and they said, C. Allen, when are you getting back on the radio? Well, I am here live and in living color. Today, everyone, our show is about how to pursue you. Today is the day to start all over again, and yes, it is about you. My special guest is going to be calling in shortly. He was the makeup artist for Oprah Winfrey for over 23 years. He just retired, and that is none other than celebrity makeup artist Reggie Wells. He's going to be calling in shortly, and we're going to help our listeners today how to help you pursue you. How do we go about getting you to follow that passion, that dream, that goal? Listen here. Your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. And that is by, of course, Gandhi. So listen, today we're going to be talking about how do you find you? How to pursue you is what we're going to be talking about today on the C. Allen Morning Show. Now, before we get started, of course, I gotta do a little talking first. Well, let me just tell you. Number one, I wanted to start off with a couple of birthday messages. Birthday shouts. Happy birthday, of course, Acia Williams, Michael Gibson, Leatrice Bennett, my favorite sister, cousin. We celebrated her birthday on Wednesday. I'm not going to name the restaurant. One thing I can tell you is there's a restaurant on 8th Street, and I'm not going to say the name of it, but they've been getting a lot of hype about how great the food was and all of that. But let me tell you something. Yours truly was completely unsatisfied. Oh, I was completely dissatisfied from that food. First of all, when you call yourself cooking soul food and all of that, how in the world can you have catfish and no seasoning? How in the world can you have seasoned fries and not a piece of seasoning on the fries? Now, you talking to a country boy here who loves to cook. And I said to myself, what in the world? I'm not going to say the name of the place because, you know, I have several businesses in the city, and I wouldn't want anyone to call out my businesses on the radio. So I'm not going to tell you where this place was on 8th Street. Only thing I'm going to tell you was I was not happy. Yours truly, C. Allen. Let's move on. But anyway, happy birthday, Leatrice. Chef Greg, happy birthday, Chef Greg. He passed on, but his birthday was September the 13th. He was the chef at the Bennett Career Institute. He also was the chef at BET Network. So happy birthday, Chef Greg. My ex-girlfriend, Aaliyah, she's in Seattle, Washington, but she's listening this morning. Happy birthday to her. Best friend, L. Davis. On yesterday, I'll tell you all these birthday messages. On yesterday, we had Kevin, Antonio, Jesse. We had a little birthday party at my house for him where I had crabs and all that kind of stuff. But Lord have mercy. I'm not going to tell you how that ended. The only thing I'm going to say is the police had to do a drive-by. All right, everyone. And today is our producer, Richard Edward Pelzer III out of New York City. Today is his birthday. Yes, happy birthday, Richard Pelzer. And tomorrow, my best friend in the whole wide world, Joya Ash. Her birthday is on September the 18th. So I tell you, you know, Alonzo, it's funny because the people that mean the most to me, their birthdays, well, a lot of the people that mean the most to me, their birthdays fall in September. I was about to say all of them, but no, because my mother and sisters and all them doesn't belong, you know. But anyway, let me tell you guys, for those of you who are just tuning in and you missed me and you don't know where I was in Mykonos, Greece, for 10 days. I went at the end of August, and I came back home on September the, I think, 9th or 10th. And when I tell you I had an awesome time, I have some great friends that I met that's listening in this morning from all across the world. We stayed in a villa on the top of a mountain in Mykonos, Greece. And when I tell you I had an absolute awesome time. And that's part of what we're going to be talking about today in reference to pursuing you. Because one of my points is about you taking a vacation. You have to take time out for yourself. A lot of you work endlessly behind those chairs. A lot of you sit behind that desk. You never take a vacation. Only time you go somewhere is North Carolina when somebody died. But you got to take time out for yourself. When I tell you, I just wanted to shout out really quickly to Tony, first of all, from Switzerland. Tony, he's an attorney in Switzerland. He was my college roommate. And he has just been just helping me just to see the world, I tell you, because, I don't know folks, like that every time I turn around, people in Europe and all that kind of stuff. But that Tony, I tell you, I appreciate him. He's listening today from Switzerland. I'm very proud of him. The next one is Sherrod. Sherrod was also in the house. He's another attorney from Atlanta, Georgia. Walter from Paris, France was there in the house with us. Peter, who's a VP at Delta, he was in the house with us. Scott, who's a financial advisor from Dallas, Texas. Harold, who was a former school owner, he lives in Brazil half of the time. He was in the house with us. Derek from Germany was in the house. And I tell you that Sean from Atlanta, Georgia, who put all that together. I just wanted to tell you guys, since I know that you're listening, how much Sea Island really not only needed that vacation in Mykonos, Greece, but how important I thought it was to see other African-American professional men doing their thing. And that was the important thing. Because, by me owning the school and salons and all of that, a lot of times we never get a chance to be around other people that can help edify each other. Nobody was better than each other. Nobody talked down to each other. There was no confusion in the house. If anything, it was a brother's vacation to just bond and be together in unity and in love. And I just wanted to send a special shout out to those guys, because when I tell you, I came back extremely motivated. So to all of my Greece 2012 team, I say I had an awesome time. All right, everyone, let's move on. We have some new sponsors that we're going to be introducing next week. Clever Girl, Andy's, and Miss Jessie's. So we have 3 new sponsors. We're going to put their banner up on the website. We're going to be talking about them and their products coming next week. And also, listen, really important, this coming Sunday, I want to see all of my listeners. I know you all can't fit, but many of you, I need all of my listeners to come to 610 Rhode Island Avenue, Northeast, to the Greater Mount Calvary Holy Church at 4 p.m. It is the Bennett Career Institute graduation. When I tell you, the graduation brings out between 500 and 1,000 people. And to have an opportunity to see these students who have struggled, who have gone through, and I tell you, you have no clue the story that some of these people have. I have graduates that are in their 50s and 60s year old. I have graduates who are homeless. I have people who are HIV positive. There's people that has gone through so many things, but their goal was to receive their license, their certificate in barbering and cosmetology. And they're going to be walking across that stage on next Sunday. And I need to make sure that all of you will come out and enjoy the graduation on this coming Sunday at Greater Mount Calvary Holy Church. It is the school's graduation, class of 2012. And when I tell you, we have an awesome speaker, we have food, it's just an awesome opportunity. But most importantly, just so you can be able to just be in the midst of an awesome group of people that's about to hit mainstream. All right, everyone, listen, we're going to step away from the mic in a moment. But listen, when we come back, we're going to be talking about how to pursue you. I have 10 things that I want you. So I need you. It's time for us to go to class. I need you to get your pen and papers ready during the break. We're going to step away for a couple of minutes. And when we come back, I want you to write these things down. Also, before we leave today, I'm going to give people an opportunity to come in and to come in to see me with an appointment if you need consultations. I'm doing free consultations on only one day this week. So when we come back after the commercial, we're going to go into get your pen and papers ready, how to pursue you. There are 10 things that you need to know to finding yourself. How do you pursue you? I'm going to go into that when we come back. This is the C. Allen Morning Show. And I'm telling you, we got a show for you today. We'll be right back after these messages.
1450 WOL.
All right, everyone, we're back here live. C. Allen Morning Show. I'm getting the emails are coming in about they just love that I'm back on the radio, and I do appreciate everyone. I do appreciate all of the love. So all of my thousands of listeners, I just thank you so much for tuning in. If you're just coming on board with us, I told you on the break to get your pen and paper ready because we're going to class today. Today we're talking about how to pursue you. Part of the reason where I came up with this topic is because I just mentioned to you that I went to Mykonos, Greece, on vacation for about 10 days. And we were talking on the break. It was very expensive there. And what we did was, we bought food and we cooked food in the house. Everyone took turns and all that kind of stuff. So we didn't have to spend a whole lot of euros out there. So it was just a great bonding time. But one of the things that came to my mind was when I was out there, and some days I didn't go out. I kind of stayed home, and I was home alone in the villa, and I was just thanking God for having the opportunity that every window I looked out of, it was a postcard. And I said to myself, if I can just give a piece of this to the listeners, make sure if you're my Facebook friend, go to Chat Beauty King Bennett on Facebook and look at the pictures, look at the sunset, look at the beautiful mountaintop, look at the water, all that kind of stuff. And the first thing that I'm going to switch it around. It was really my second thing, but I'm going to take it to the first thing. And that is you need to take time for yourself. When we're talking about how to pursue you, we need to learn how to take time for ourselves. You need to go on a vacation, baby. You need to start saving your little money right now. I've never been on a cruise before, but they say that a cruise is absolutely awesome. But even if it's not a cruise, even if it's talking about go to hotels.com and take a vacation to Dewey Beach, go to Delaware, go to Virginia Beach, go to Nags Head, get an opportunity to get out of your surroundings and go somewhere. And trust me, I know we love home and we love our bed and all of that. But the first thing to how to pursue you is you need to take time for yourself. A lot of times we spend so much time trying to please other people and so much time working, family, home, work, family, home, church, work, family, home, church. I have clients who spend more time in church working than they do at more time working at their church than they did when they was employed on their job. You got to take time for yourself. Go on a vacation. The next thing is it's time for you to follow your dreams. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. You have to learn what your passion is. You have to be able to follow your dreams. Well, what are your dreams? Because your dreams will become your reality. But you have to make sure that you understand what your purpose and what your destiny in life is. I said a couple of weeks ago, if you can find something to do that you don't have to get paid for, something that you love doing, something that you can do all day, maybe that is part of what your passion is, so you can be able to find your purpose in life. Also, number 3, volunteering. It's time that a lot of times we have to take time out and we have to give yourself to something else. Every year I try to, around Thanksgiving, we try to feed the homeless. We get gift baskets, food baskets that we give out to the needy. I'm not doing that for a pat on the back. It is such a rewarding thing when you leave those kind of shelters and those kind of places, knowing that you touch somebody. If I can help somebody as I pass along the way, then my living would not be in vain. When was the last time have you volunteered? When was the last time have you taken time out of your busy schedule to do something for someone else? So the first one is it's time to take a vacation. The second one is you have to follow your dreams, whatever they may be. And the third one is volunteering, giving yourself. Now, we're going to have Reggie Wells is going to be calling in because we're going to talk about how to pursue you. Very important because you is all you have. And it's crucial that you start today taking care of yourself. Now, let me introduce our guest today. Our guest is calling all the way from Chicago, Illinois. For the last 23 years, he has been making Oprah Winfrey beautiful. Not only Oprah Winfrey, but all of the A-list celebrities. He's been the best makeup artist around town, from Michelle Obama, everyone you can think about. And today, he's going to help you on how to pursue you. Good morning, father of makeup, Reggie Wells.
Good morning to you, Mr. Bennett, and all of your listeners out there in Radio Land.
Now, Reggie, today our topic is how to pursue you. Give us your take on, talk to my listeners today about how should they pursue themselves, learn to get into themselves. What is your take on that, sir?
I think the take that I really find important is most people don't know who they are. Most people don't know how to do them. This is the only thing that I find really, really upsetting to me because before you can pursue your passion, you have to know what your passion is. And for many of us, it's different levels of passion. And we need to focus on that passion that takes and turns us on, whatever that means as far as acting, singing, dancing, makeup. It could be anything, hair. It could be things that you really love. And you know how you love it?
Okay.
Because you will sacrifice in order to get where you need to be.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, Father, what I want you to do is, because I do have some more. I just stopped at number 3. Talk to us about, because I think this is really important. I want you to share with my listeners your story. How in the world, for 23 years, we want to know, how did you get into makeup artistry? How was you able to work with Oprah for decades? And tell us what you're doing today. So talk to us about that.
Okay, but 38 years I've been doing this business. So before I met Oprah and worked with Oprah, I did people like Whitney Houston. I was the first person to ever work on her album cover, and people like Lauryn Hill and Beyonce and Little Kim and all those girls. But I was a teacher before I became a makeup artist. And I was an art teacher. I went to art school. And I wanted to say that I wanted to get into something that I could actually help the world. In the classroom, you can do that, but you can also be broader if you go into the world. So when I started to do it, I went to New York, and I sacrificed. I stayed at places I didn't have any place to stay, but the passion kept me alive.
Yes.
Every time I made $2, it would turn into 4, and 4 would turn into, 10. But I didn't give up because I could have turned around and went home. I was from Baltimore, Maryland, so I took the train up. And when I did that, I said, I'm going to a second career. So don't get molded into, you think you have to stay here because you got a degree in this. But that's not true. Doors open up all kinds of ways. You don't have to be aware of doing it. So I opened another door. And I took one step by another step. Luckily, I was in New York and got cover tries with Essence Magazine.
Okay.
And out of that, I met celebrities. And one celebrity led to another. And I ended up with 102 magazine covers of the Essence magazine.
Wow.
Thanks to people like Susan Tiller and all the other celebrities who gave that chance. And then I was told I had a new talk show host that was coming in town.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to do her, I want you to do her makeup for her 1986 cover.
Wow.
And when I did that, that was Oprah Winfrey. And she was so surprised in the way she looked. She said, if I could only look like this every day, I would be so happy. And before you know it, we signed that contract, and I stayed in Chicago for 25 years, where I am now.
Wow.
And because of that, I excelled when I have 3 Emmy nominations, 2 Emmys, and going on to more and different things. So I retired after 38 years, and I said, what is my next goal? I'm 65 years old, Mr. Bennett.
Oh,
and I haven't
awesome.
given up. I haven't given up my passion.
That's right.
So I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm working on a reality show right now that you guys will be seeing very soon. And I'm also writing my story. So not only can you hear it on the radio, but you'll be able to pick it up one night when you're cold and damp by the fireplace and read how a boy, who took his passion and didn't stop being who he was and kept on.
Absolutely awesome. So now let me ask you this: since we're talking about how to pursue your passion, how to pursue you, and now after 38 years, and you are transitioning into something different. What is that driving force that is keeping you and pushing you to continue to go to that next level? What is your driving force?
It's called breathing. It's called breathing. And if you're still on this earth, and God put you here for a reason, He won't let you down. If you got your health and you can walk and you can talk, that means you got things to do. Because all you have to do is knock on the door of a hospital and look at yourself and then look at the person in the bed. And that's a gift that He has given you. So don't take that gift and waste it. We hear all the noise around us, but we never hear our inner self telling us we can move. Don't tell me about being up and down, because I've been down and I've been up. I've been without things and I've been with things. And if you continue to do what you need to do, and we're not even talking about what that stands for. We're not even talking about what you have to give up. We're talking about if you're still here, that means you're meant to do something with it.
Yes.
If we could open up every gate in the jailhouses, everybody would really take that opportunity, because in that solitude, they think about what they could have done.
Exactly. And you know what? And not to cut you off, because we're going to go to a break, but I want to come back with you because I want you to tell us about, I believe that you're coming to the area this weekend, and we want to hear about that, but we got to go to a break. But just let me say this, and that is one of the things that's on my list. One of the things on my list on how to pursue you is to meditate. Once you get by yourself and start doing nothing but tuning into your inner self, you start to understand you, and you start to realize what your passions are, what your dreams are. But you got to put aside the telephone, put aside the TV, put aside all of that negative stuff in your ear. Get alone so you can then understand who you are. Listen, everyone, we got to go to a commercial break. I'm so excited today. We have the father of makeup, celebrity makeup artist. He hates that word celebrity, but celebrity makeup artist Reggie Wells is on the line from Chicago, Illinois. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. This is the C. Allen Morning Show. All right, everyone, if you're just tuning in, this is another awesome show, another awesome morning. This is the C. Allen Morning Show. It's all about beauty, fashion, and entertainment. If you're just tuning in, I want you to get that pen and paper out. Today we're in class. We're not really trying to entertain you today. More or less, we're trying to educate you. Today we're talking about how to pursue you. I have on the line the father of makeup, celebrity makeup artist, Reggie Wells from Chicago. We love Reggie. Reggie, talk to us quickly about you are coming to town soon.
I'm coming to town to open up a center for the gay youth of America. It's a center that's just opening up on September 22nd. I'm going to be talking about just the thing we're talking about today. How do we take who we are and build it into something really profound? It's called the MIM Center. Grand opening. This is the first time. It's on 6925 Blair Road, Northwest.
Okay.
And it's from 4 until 7. That's 6925 Blair Road, Northwest, Washington.
Is that open to the public?
It's open to the public, and so I want to get. It's just just because it's Center for Homosexuals and gay youth that's coming up in America today. I think it's important for people to be there because this is a whole new world. I love the idea of you saying meditate because we don't all get to the point where we can hear ourselves and forget the noise that's around us. And you're going to have to eliminate people from your life.
That's right.
In order to do you. Because sometimes the people are doing you. And you, instead of you doing yourself, they're doing you. In other words, they're trying to tell you what you need to do.
Exactly.
Nobody can tell you that but your inner self and you personally.
Exactly. All right, everyone. That is the father of makeup. He's going to be in town. What we're going to do is we're going to have our producer put that on our website. So if anyone wanted to come by and see Father, and I'm sure when you get in town, you call me so I can make sure that we send a call for you so we can kind of spend some time before you go back. Now, what I just a question came in on our Facebook that we want you to answer before you go, and that is, how do you stay humble and how do you stay grounded by being around so many celebrities day in and day out?
Because the word celebrity, as you know, is not my favorite word. So I always use people because the celebrity might have a different bank account than you, and he might have a different talent than you, but he's still a person. Celebrity means I have lots of money. That's all celebrity means, and that people are looking at me. So, and if you look back at the word celebrity or look out at the people who are celebrities, they're very, very, very few that you could reach out and say, I would love for them to be my friend. Very few, because most of them are not humble. Most of them are not the people you would actually want to be around, because most of them are really people who are just trying to make it like you and I. So you stay grounded because before you were ever tagged as celebrity, you had to be somebody that was into you. And if you do that, you're more than a celebrity. You're a person of God and person of the world, and that's so much more important.
And you know what's so ironic is I remember seeing Oprah Winfrey when I was in college, and she kind of talked about that. She talked about people who were, let's say, a thug before they became wealthy, became a wealthy thug, and people that were ignorant before they became wealthy was just an ignorant wealthy person. And one of the things that you kind of mentioned that we're talking about today is we have to find out who we are.
Yes. And not allow anybody else to say who we are.
And not allow anyone else to define you. You have to learn how to define yourself. That's a perfect way to end this call. Father of Makeup, I do appreciate you calling in today to talk to us.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate your audience, because they're very, very tuned to what's going on in the world. So in order to be a makeup artist, a hairdresser, a dancer, and everything, you still have to be grounded.
That's right.
And I think that's the best thing. And thank God for you and your radio show and your business. I've had more exposure with you guys than any celebrity I have ever worked with.
Wow. And we definitely appreciate you. So we'll be definitely talking to you, and I'm hoping that I am going to see you this weekend.
I hope you come out and see us. I think you would love it.
All right, perfect. All right, everyone. That was the father of makeup, Reggie Wells. And I'm telling you, if you see him in person, excuse me, I had to do that. If you see him in person, my God, you would then understand about how to pursue you. Now let's go back to the book. The first one was take time for yourself, go on a vacation. The second one was it is time that you follow your dreams. We talked about how to learn what that passion is, how to make that dream become a reality. The next thing we talked about was volunteering, giving yourself. And don't just wait till the holiday come around. You know, work on a food truck. Go somewhere where you can be a blessing. And a lot of times, everyone, we don't have to send that dollar and 30 cents over to Sudan and all those other places. We have starving children in our own communities. We have people who need mentorship in our own communities. Number 4, you need to go to church because you need to feed your soul. Now, some of y'all not going to like this. I have clients who say you always preaching and this ain't no gospel station and all that kind of stuff. But I'm telling you what I know, because at the end of the day, you have to be along with another, along or in a body or with a body of people that is edifying something other than themselves. Number 5, helping someone else. That kind of goes with my volunteering, because this is where the inner peace come in when you begin to help someone else. So it's one thing to volunteer, but it's another thing to be able to just be nice to your coworker. Today, make sure you give somebody a hug. When was the last time you told your mother that you love her? When was the last time you held your son, fathers? These are things that we're talking about, because you don't know what that hug, what that I love you could do. Number 6, which we talked about, was meditation. You got to meditate. I'm not saying that you need to pull out a mat and do yoga and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that that'll be great. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is get to a place, and I'm not talking about some of you who say I'm about to pray and you close your eyes and in 5 minutes you sleep. No, I'm not talking about that. Alonzo, I ain't not talking about that. What I'm saying is, while you sitting at your desk, once the Seattle Morning Show go off, turn off everything for a couple of minutes and shut your door and just meditate. Allow God to move all of that foolishness out of your life so he can be able to speak to you and lead you in the right direction. Number 7, exercise. Now, the reason why I'm telling you all to write this down is because I'm going to give away. I've been in the lab this week. I've been making new products, and I'm going to give away a whole Sea Island basket to someone who knows Sea Island 10 ways to how to pursue you. If you know those, we're going to be able to give you a basket of nothing but goodies from soap and lotions and all those things that I made. But number 7 is exercise. Let me tell you on something. I've lost 33 pounds in the last month and a half. I feel absolutely awesome. How many of you out there know that you need to drop some weight? How many of you out there know the struggles, know the medical complications when you have excess weight? In our community, in the Black and African American community, you're talking about high blood pressure, you're talking about diabetes, you're talking about heart diseases, all sorts of things. How many times we've been to the doctor and the first thing the doctors say is we need to lose some weight? We're not talking about being vain. Yeah, I'm trying to get down to a 32 waist. No, we're not talking about you. Yeah, I want to do a size 2 dress. No. What we're talking about is how to pursue you. It also starts with exercising. And the next one, number 8, is eating healthy. We have to leave the fried food alone. I know my tenant is listening because I know he smelled that fried fish that I got in my bag this morning. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. But listen to me. We're talking about eating healthy. Learning what things to put down. One of the things that has helped me, someone asked me in the hallway today coming to the station, what are you doing? First of all, I'm not eating carbs in the evening time. My dinner consists of meat and vegetables. If I'm going to have carbs, I'm going to have them for breakfast or lunch that's going to give me energy that I can use it as fuel for the remainder of the day. I'm talking about using a juicer, being able to start getting all of those fruits and vegetables that you need, all of the daily servings that you need. I'm talking about, and this is for my hairstylists now and my barbers. A lot of my hairstylists and barbers, Alonzo, my God, I tell you, I said, well, what in the world done happened? That's because as soon as you make a little piece of money, You running right next door to the curry out. You getting the Chinese food and the Indian food and the takis and the kwatas and all that, the Thai food and all that kind of foolishness that you out doing. And then when you come back to, well, first of all, I'm not talking about Carolina Kitchen, all them places, because they say it's wonderful. But you can't eat that kind of heavy soul food and you got to get back behind the chair. Excuse me. We're talking about eating healthy so you can be able to do the things you need to do. What happens when most of us eat? The next thing you know, we ready to take a walk. You can't do that. And then you become sluggish. So we're talking about today how to pursue you. I got to go to commercial break, but listen, I want you to make sure that you come back to this last segment because I have to talk about the next one is loving yourself. My God. How many people are turning to drugs and alcohol because they don't love themselves? How many people are afraid to be alone because they don't love themselves? How many people are so needy that every time somebody smiles at them, they ready to jump in somebody's bed because they don't love themselves? Oh, we're going to talk about that, baby. We're going to end the session on how to love yourself. Everybody, this is C. Allen here. I'm sorry. I've been gone 2 weeks. Mykonos Crease, they got a hold of me. But I'm back live in living color. This is 1450 AM WOL, where information is power. We'll be right back after these messages. Hey, everyone. We're back live here for our final segment. If you're just tuning in, this is the C. Allen Morning Show. We're going to give it to you for the last time. We're going to go straight through the 10 the C. Allen's How to Pursue You. And what's going to happen is I'm going to leave today giving you the number to my office. And for the first 3 people who call me with all 10 of the C. Allen How to Pursue You, we're going to send you a gift basket. I just made a lot of new products, and I make my products from scratch. I do not do it all the time. I do limited edition because I'm too occupied to be in the kitchen cooking, but I love making products. Our first one was take time for yourself, go on a vacation. Number 2 is time that you follow your dreams. Number 3, volunteering, giving yourself. Number 4, go to church, feed your soul. Number 5, helping someone else, inner peace. Number 6, meditate. Number 7, exercise. Number 8, eating healthy. And now number 9, loving yourself. This could be a whole topic, but we're not going to get into that. Listen, everyone, when you falling madly in love with yourself and letting go of past beliefs that don't serve us. It is about embracing the lives that we actually want and deserve. It is about loving ourselves enough that we no longer seek love from something outside of ourselves. Once we boldly and oh, Jesus Christ. Listen to me, everybody. We have to commit to ourselves. If we commit to ourselves, others will commit to us. Once we truly love ourselves, we will only attract love. Listen to me. It is important that we begin to fall in love with ourselves. How do we fall in love with ourselves? When was the last time you sent yourself some flowers? When was the last time you took yourself the Longhorn like I went on yesterday and hit a good old steak? When was the last time did you get a facial? When was the last time did you get a massage? When was the last time that you started pampering yourself? Oftentimes, and I didn't really do that today, talk about the C. Allen salons and spas and the signature salon and all that kind of stuff. I created these businesses for you to pamper yourself. That is why every single Monday before I leave the air, I tell you to pamper yourself because it is your duty to be beautiful. It is important, everyone, that in order for you to really fall madly in love with yourself, you have to let go that past. Let go what your father did to you. because today is a new day. Let go that your mother may not have been there, because today is a new day. Let go the girlfriend that you really want so bad who keep dogging you out. Let it go. One thing that's important: how can people love us if we don't love ourselves? How can people commit to us if we don't commit to ourselves? It is amazing to me how so many of us, we turn to drugs and alcohol so we can try to mask that pain of loneliness. But listen, what you got to do is put aside all of that foolishness and just start looking in the mirror. This is important. I've done that. Alonzo. I set a chair in front of the mirror and I just stared at me. Because what you have to do is you have to get past all of those negative things that's bringing you down. Surround yourself with people that is going to lift you up. How many times, I know I'm talking right, I have some people, some listeners that's in a negative situation. Everybody is negative. Your family is negative. The boss is negative. Your boyfriend is negative. Everybody's negative. I'm not saying run away. What I'm saying is you got to change that situation. I tell my friends, if you don't have nothing positive to say, Grandma used to say, don't say nothing at all. Or as Sean would say, my friend from Atlanta, if you don't have nothing nice to say, look at your pumps. If you don't have nothing nice to say, look at your shoes. Put your head down, keep it moving. But listen to me. Life is too short for us to be singing the "Somebody Done Me Wrong" song. Life is too short to still talk about or think about being molested when you are 45 and 46 years old and it's happened when you was 5. One of the things that I love about Martin Luther King in his book, Why Can't We Wait? He says, I hear what you're saying about the white man. I hear what you're talking about the oppression. I hear what you're saying about what other people are doing to you. But my question to you is, what are you doing for yourself? That is what Martin Luther King said in his book, Why Can't We Wait? He says, I see what's going on, but the question is, what are you doing for yourself? And my time is almost up, and I want to know, are you facing your problems head on, or are you masking them behind a wall? Cocaine, marijuana. I told you before, so many people in Washington is on the dipper, dipping a cigarette in embalming fluid, and that's why their mind is going crazy, and they running down the street naked and all that other kind of stuff because they're not loving themselves. Alonzo, in my day, when I wanted to go out with the girl, I had to take her to the movie, send her a card, send flowers to her. Now the only thing I have to do in my S550 Mercedes-Benz is just smile. Matter of fact, I don't even have to smile. Only thing I got to do is pull up at the bus stop. Because we're so needy. What's happening is we're ready to jump on the bandwagon. How many people that are HIV positive because they was looking for love? Listen to me. We're not going to take any calls today. My time is almost up, but listen to me. My number is 202-526-1400, extension 19. If you have any comments, you can call me at work and leave a message on the machine, 202-526-1400, extension 19. 202-526-1400, extension 19. Listeners, you can leave me. The phones are going crazy, but we can't do no more talking today because I want you to understand that you have to learn to pursue you. Fall in love with yourself. Tell yourself that you're beautiful. Treat yourself nice. Get your hair done. This is what I don't understand. Because I'm a hairdresser. What I don't understand is all of you women walking around here with your hair tore up. Then you talking about because I just went to the dollar store. I just went to the grocery store. And then you crying about why you don't have a man. Sweetie, you know that your man could have been the butcher and the giant when you just went out there with your head all over, with your hair all over your head, telling something you went to get some salt and pepper from the grocery store. No, ma'am. Learn to love yourself. Go out and get you a cute dress. Let me tell you something for those of us who are on a budget. I find some of my best blazers from the thrift store. So you can't tell me that you can't look good. Listen, my final one today, because I told you loving yourself could be a whole hour in itself. But I'm telling you, it is so important. I see it every single day. We become lonely because we don't love ourselves. Once you start loving yourself, your standards begin to raise. You're not going to want any Tom, Dick, or Harry. Once you start loving yourself, your standards are going to get better. So that is what is important for you, is that you should no longer seek outside stuff. Listen, I said to you, it is about loving ourselves enough that we no longer seek love from something outside of ourselves. Stop looking for validation from other people. I know you should have told that coworker earlier to turn that radio on to the Sea Island Morning Show, because she come in every day with those mini skirts on where you can see right through the skirt and all that. Why you think she's doing that, baby? She wants some attention. She don't love herself. She feel like the admiration from other people is love. But no, baby, they only want one thing from you. Let me tell you something. You can see, Alonzo, this is the truth. I know my time is almost up, but you can see a needy person a mile away. You can look in that person's eyes and tell that I'm needy, take me. My final thing, that was number 9. Number 10 is seek God, everybody. Let me tell you something. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. That is a scripture that I say all the time. You have to seek God. I'm not talking about, listen, your God could be Allah, Buddha, whoever it is. Mine just happened to be Jesus Christ. But you got to seek a higher power, somebody that can help you change your situation. You got to love yourself. And by loving yourself, then you can start loving other people. All right, everybody, it's 10:59. My time is up. This is Sea Island, and I'm telling you what is important is learning how to pursue you. Listen, everyone, we want to see all of you at the Greater Mount Calvary Holy Church, which is my church, Bishop Alfred and Susie Owen, this coming Sunday at 4 p.m. for our school graduation. The 2012 graduation is going to be this coming Sunday. Come out and support these graduates. Hear the speaker. Meet me. It's going to be an awesome, awesome time. On Saturday, Reggie Wells is going to be at the community center. You can go to the SeaIslandMorningShow.com, and we're going to put that up. For those of you who are my Facebook friends, go to Chet Beauty King Bennett on Facebook so you can look at the wonderful pictures from Mykonos, Greece, so you can kind of see what's going on. And remember, call me 202-526-1400, extension 19. Those people who can give me, I'm only taking 3 callers. 3 people who can give me Sea Island's how to pursue you. I'm going to put this on our website this week. Today, the first 3 callers, I'm going to send you, or either send it to you or have you to come to our signature salon to pick up that gift. Also, for those who need some free consultations, the weather's changing. You need me to do something with your hair. We got to start winterizing that hair. If you want a free consultation, I'm only doing it Tuesday at the 705 Signature Salon location, but it must be by appointment only. A free consultation. You're not getting your hair done, sweetie. You're coming in for a free consultation with yours truly, Sea Island, but you need to call me, 202-526-1400, extension 19. My time is up, everybody. Remember, pamper yourself, because it's your duty to be beautiful. Have a good week.
News.